Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. I want to play with makeup. There's a lot of things that I've recently purchased and borrowed from my sister because we share makeup sometimes. Guys, a lot of these are things that maybe I've been using but I haven't really showed you guys on here, and I want to share why I like them, why I don't, and just like my real thoughts on them. So there's cool eyeliner, foundation, mascara, highlighter, bronzing products, another highlighting product. So there's a lot of fun stuff here that I want to share with you guys. So if you guys are interested in see how I put this look together, which is a little bit dramatic, but also how all these products performed, then keep watching. I think I want to start with my face because I just want to get to this first product that I am really interested in. Alright, one of the first products I really was trying to use is this Tarte Shape Tape. This is the dewy version, I believe, hydrating formula. So this is a deal. I have a twin sister and we have very similar complexions. She's very much a consumer. Like, she'll buy all of it and then she'll end up returning it, but she'll like try it all. And so there's times where she's like, oh, I want you to do a video on this. So I'm like, okay. She said she couldn't find her color in like the matte version of it, so she bought the hydration version. Or tan sand. So we'll see if this actually, oh, this looks a little dark. Sandra. Okay, well, we're gonna try it out, just pretend it's our color. She said over and over again how hard it was to find her color. I mean, she like would not stop saying that. So we're just gonna use this one. I know it's not my color. She's actually a little bit tanner than me. We all know the drama that Tarte created with just having stupid colors available, but even us girls who are not that dark, they didn't do good by either, you know what I mean? Like, they just sucked. You kind of need a lot of product. Like, I have a big glob on my nose, but you kind of need to really lay it on for it to show more opaque. You just needed to put a ton of product in there. For my concealer, I'm going to use the medium 30 in the No Filter concealer by Colourpop. This is a very light concealer, but it's actually a good one for me. This is what I usually do if I ever have a foundation that's a little bit too dark. I just kind of add the brightness with concealer. At this point, I'm just using concealer as foundation. Okay, I evened my skin out. Everything looks really pretty actually. Like the foundation mixed with the concealer like that looks really nice. But again, you had to just use so much of that hydration foundation. To set everything underneath my eyes, I'm going to use my Fenty BEauty powder. This is the Universal. I have been using this for a bit, and what I do is I take a little bit of it and then kind of just set under the eyes. It's a good powder because it doesn't give flashback. I actually use this powder in my live, my Instagram live. I'll be doing more of those because I had a really good time. I had such a good response. I had people like following up, like DMing me, sending me messages about the Instagram live. They just had I think it was just a good time. Like, we all got to just hang out on there, and I was really nervous because I don't know, it's just like if there's no editing, but you guys were so cool about it. It was really fun. All right, I'm gonna use the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette because I really want to use this NYX Vivid Brights. They sell these in the, I think NYX got a bunch of new displays at Ulta's everywhere, and they sell these there. They're pretty cool. To jump right in, I'm gonna do this guy here. What is this called? Butter. So I've been reading a really good book. It's called Bad Feminism, or Bad Feminist, I think, and it's like a very like specific perspective on feminism. I just think it's a really good read. Yeah, I'm gonna take the color Jax, which is that one, and then buff it on top as well. I'm gonna do this one more like on the lid though. Probably should have done my foundation afterwards, but I was just so anxious to try it. Like, I just wanted to see how it worked. And the brush that I'm using right now is a NYX brush, the 16 brush. It's a good fluffy brush. It's not too flimsy. A lot of times when like different brands come out with brushes, they just like make these flimsy things and throw the name on it. But this one's actually a really good one. Use a clean one to use on the edge. I'm gonna take Chip, which is like a deep, deep purple. I just don't want to pick up the palette and show you again. And then take that further down. Oh my god, can you hear that dog? I hope not. My dog does not do that when I leave. He just is so chill. Alright, I'm gonna take that blue, and I hope this works. I'm gonna do my harder eye first because oh, this is cool. Oh yeah. It's super creamy too. I think I'm gonna make a pretty dramatic wing because I want to fill like tighter with black so that I can put the lash on top and it'll look nice. So it's a little bit patchy. Like some spots are more opaque than others. Oh. This is cool. I think it'll look good with lashes though. So again, this is the NYX pencil, the Precision Brow Pencil in the color Charcoal. I used to use Ash Brown. Like it matches my brow hairs, I think, a little bit better. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Skinny pen. This is amazing. It's been lasting like a year. I don't use it every single day, but it's still wet, still juicy. So I'm going to get super close to the lash line, like literally just stamping it. And that's why I love this particular one, because it's easy to just lay it on its side and stamp the lash line. Like if you want to wear something like super, like if you want to wear lashes. All right, time out really quick. I just want to kind of observe this foundation. It's accentuating all of my pores. It's just literally like, you can see every pore. That's why I like matte foundations. They just sit better on my skin. This area is just, oof, it's hard to look at in the mirror. So that's my thoughts right now. Wet n Wild came out with a new mascara. This is their skinny mascara, but in waterproof. And I really like the skinny one, except it wasn't holding my curl. And I tried this on a few times already, just by itself. Yeah, just the fact that this is waterproof is already made me like the mascara better. It's literally the same as the skinny, except it's waterproof, which means it actually holds my curl better. I like waterproof mascaras because my lashes are very, very straight, and if I don't use a waterproof mascara, my lashes will lose its curl after I curl them. I like it a lot on my bottom lashes too. Alright, I actually brought this out because I wanted to bronze with it. What I've been doing lately is using a darker concealer as my bronzer, as long as it has like an olivey orangey tone to it and not like a cool tone to it, or neutral. I like it more warm and bronzy. So I'm not going to use a powder today. I'm going to use this NYX concealer in the color 7.5 Deep Golden. So you want to make sure you keep this above your cheekbone, because when you blend it out, you're going to eventually blend a little bit downwards. But my tip is to go back and up, because it's going to create more of like a lifted cheekbone as opposed to dragging it down. I see a lot of people putting their bronzers down there. It changes the shape of the face like drastically, so that would be my tip. And then just use the butt to kind of blend areas that you didn't want that dark. Bronzing. Yeah, now I'm all bronzed without having to put powder. Alright, for my blush, I'm going to use the same old Milani blush. This is in the color Romantic Rose. It's a little patchy in this area. Never happens to me. And I even set my face. Very patchy. Oh no, this is so whack. You guys, I don't know about this foundation. I really don't. Alright, I already threw on the lashes, and they were just ends. I tried to show you before my camera died, but I was like, you know, let me just throw these on. They're the ends that I used from the Faux Mink. I just kind of cut a little bit of the end so that it kind of tapers from the middle and then it extends out. I like putting these on when I'm doing a wing. I'm going to use this NYX eyeliner from NYX. It's called the Faux Black. I just have a ton of NYX stuff because I was freelancing for them a bit ago, and I got to keep a lot of the stuff that they sent out. So this is in the color Burnt Sienna. It's almost like a reddish purple maroon. So I'm gonna line my waterline with this. I like these the faux black ones actually stay on the waterline so well. And I just kind of want them to make this in black. All right, I'm gonna dip into the same the two darkest colors that I used, which was the maroon and then the dark purple. So I'm just gonna get really, really close in there. To the darker one now. Go closer. For my highlight, this is actually a new purchase for me. Well, there's two kind of new purchases. So this is a discontinued product from MUAH. So this is the stick multi-use double quick trick stick in a latte sheen and soft side. The soft side one, it's okay, but this is the side that I liked. So I've been using it with my finger specifically and tapping it. So I like it by itself, but I am going to use it as a base today. And I think NYX has a version of this. They have a bunch of strobing ones like this that I think are really good. If you can't find the one from MAC. Alright, so I want to use this though. This is the Strobe Light by Milani in Day Glow. I talked about this in my Instagram stories, and I also posted about it on my feed. If you don't follow my Instagram, I would just follow me on Instagram because there's so many tips that I'd like to show you guys, and I always talk about things first on there. Check out this glow though. Just sets everything and makes everything look super, super shiny. I'm using the Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer by Milani, Maybelline, and this is in the color Deep Brown. This is the Frida Kahlo lipstick in the color Passion. They had these at CVS for like a hot second, and I loved this one. And I just think it's like, it kind of goes with the eyes a little bit. It's a little bit warm. I definitely bought it for the culture, you know? But I actually do like it. They're super creamy. Alright, this is the final look. I have some things to say about the things that I've put on today. I'm gonna start with the biggest thing that I used today that I never used before, and that's this Tarte Shape Tape Double Duty in the hydration formula. So obviously I would have much preferred like a more matte finish, but they didn't have my color. And then the color selection here was very broad. The light color was just too light, and then this one was way too tan. I mean, if you saw me, like if you see me now, it looks fine. But if you saw me in person, you'd be like, girl, you better bring that down to the neck. And I just like don't want to because it's winter time. I always wear a scarf and it's okay. Besides the fact that the color selection was just kind of shit, the way this one landed and sat on my face is not the prettiest. I like that it's lighter, but it was very patchy, and I kept having to put a ton of more product, and that's just a very frustrating thing, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely added enough where I should be able to cover my face with full coverage, but it wasn't like a full coverage. Like, it kept kind of taking away the more I was blending. And even with a the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, like, it doesn't do that. So the foundation was just a little disappointing. And on top of that too, it accentuated my pores in this area. I had to kind of like add more concealer, set it again. Only then were the pores a little bit more disguised. So that's frustrating, especially for a foundation that's a little bit more on the expensive side. I don't recommend this foundation. There are so many foundations at the drugstore, and I always go back to L'Oreal. L'Oreal has some of the best foundations. The Pro Glow is, if anything, like something I would compare this to, but Pro Glow has a way better coverage level than this one, and their color selection is insane. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, you can make it work, but I just don't think the amount of money you're paying for is worth all the extra steps you have to take in order for the foundation to really work for you. At least me personally, because I have oily skin, I like full coverage, I have big pores. And what else did I use that's new? Okay, this guy, this highlighter thing is amazing. Every time I use it, I'm like, oh, I love it, I love it. And I haven't been able to show you guys because it was like stuck in my drawer and I wasn't using it. So I recommend something like this. I'm sure MAC's gonna come out with another version of this. That's just how MAC does it. But if you want to try something similar, I would try the NYX ones. They have the strobing sticks. They're like half the size, and it's only one-ended, but there's like, I think 8 different colors of those. There's like a bronzy color, a highlight color, a blushy color, but they all have a little bit of that sheen, and they stay really well on the cheeks. So try that out if you can't find this. This guy is super cool. I've never really, oh, you know what? I take that back. Literally, I take it back. It just transfers on my eyelids. I guess I could, like add a little line there, but I don't want to. So this does transfer. I don't know if it sets all the way, but it does transfer. So that's disappointing. I mean, it's really pretty for like a look, but in terms of wearing it long term, it transfers if you have eyelids like mine. The next thing I want to talk about is this Milani highlighter. It's beautiful. They only had this color and a much lighter color in the display at my CVS, but I'm curious to know what other color they have that's a little bit darker, but I've been looking for these Milani highlighters since I saw it on their Instagram page like forever ago, and I haven't been able to find it until just this past week, and I've literally been wearing this every day. It's awesome. Way more impressive than like the Dose of Colors one that that my sister bought me that I was just so disappointed with. This is the texture that I was wanting from that one, and this is like a fourth of the price. Oh, and then the other thing that I wanted to talk about was this. This concealer as a bronzer is legit. I love it. It's super subtle. It's not powdery, and I think this is a really good tone if you're my skin complexion. Again, this is CW 7.5. I think it's just like the perfect amount of bronze. Oh, I didn't talk about this mascara. This mascara is awesome. I didn't put mascara on my bottom lashes. Hold on. You guys didn't tell me. I think this is a really good like dupe for the MAC Extended Play. Actually, I think I want to make a video comparing this mascara to the MAC one, because I want to see that. Leave it a thumbs up because I'm curious to know. I like comparing the drugstore versus high-end next to each other. It's just like a curiosity thing that I want to know. So I wonder if you guys are curious too. Alright, that's everything, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I know this is a long video, but I was just into talking and hanging out and showing you guys how these new products have been treating me, and hopefully you found some cool things that you can try out too. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. I post a ton on there, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!